Do y'all remember that song Stomp by Young Buck? And he had the remix that he did with T.I. and Ludacris, and everyone was going back and forth about like who had the better verse, right? But anyways, like I don't know what I'm gonna title this one yet, but like literally that's the song that I'm getting for this one, like Stomp, right? Because I keep hearing y'all, like I said, excuse my language because I try not to cuss, but sometimes the message is not gonna come through as authentically as it should if I try to like bleep out certain things. But like literally the song that goes with this one is like about to get that ass stomped, right? Because I kept hearing over and over again, me getting beat down, that's Ludacris, right? Anyways, y'all, this is really going to be like part 2 to the sibling rivalry, right? But it's not really a part 2 because this is an entirely different dream, but same concept. This is 2 sisters, very, very close in age, and for whatever reason, the older sister has this disdain, right? She just does not like her younger sister, never has been in heavy company. And I'm getting like this sister has been in heavy, like this was like, I'm not gonna say never has. Like when you guys were younger, when you were like elementary school and all that, you guys were fine. There was something that happened between middle school and high school age where this person started seeing you as competition. Like I said in the previous video, this may have something to do with like once you guys got to the age where you started to be attracted to boys and maybe you were ready to date. Because like I said, this is 2 sisters, but you know, take it as it resonates. If you are 2 masculines, it could be when you guys got to the age where you started to be attracted to girls and maybe like the girls that your older brother liked you instead. I'm getting like a everybody hates Chris kind of thing. Like they're the older sibling, but even the girls that are the older siblings age like the younger brother, right? Even the guys that are the older sister's age like the younger sister instead. So it's something about once you guys got to teenage years, that's when this sibling started to see you as competition. And whatever age you guys are at now, it's never changed. It's never changed. This person still, to this day, right? This day, this age, whatever that is for you, this person still sees you as competition, right? And it's crazy. In this dream, another one that's very simple, but at the same time, it speaks volumes, right? So in this dream, it's literally just Divine Feminine and this karmic sister, and they are at home at, I don't know if this is their mother or their grandmother's house, right? It's somebody, I'm gonna say mother. They're at their mother's house, right? They're at home. And this karmic, this is like, so this Divine Feminine in this dream has sensitive skin. Y'all know how people be like, oh, I have like really sensitive skin, but they just say that. Like this is not a Divine Feminine who's exaggerating. This Divine Feminine has very, very sensitive skin, right? Like her skin breaks out. Yeah, this is like a Divine Feminine who doesn't like anybody to touch her skin for any reason, but specifically her face, because like who wants to walk around with their face all broken out with acne and blemishes and all that just because people have been rubbing your face with their dirty hands, right? So this is like a Divine Feminine who tells people specifically, don't touch my face. I don't care if you like grab my hand, grab my arm, you know, if you tap me on the shoulder, I don't care about any of that. But like, do not, especially because if you're wearing clothes, then that they're not coming in contact with your direct skin, except for maybe your hands. But that's the easiest because you can go wash that anywhere, right? You can't necessarily take your clothes off and start washing your arms and your back and stuff. But no matter where you are, you can always wash your hands, right? But this is like a Divine Feminine who tells people, please do not touch my face. I don't like it when people touch my face. Your karmic sister, your older sister, this person knows that you hate when people touch your face. So this person makes it a point to touch your face. I'm getting like I'm getting like for no reason at all. This person will literally walk up to you and be like, oh, and I'll like y'all know how people like take their hands and they'll go like at the top of where your jawline is, and then I'll like stroke down to where you know, like y'all know, like in shows and in movies when people are like doing that thing where they're giving like the illusion of being like super smart, so they'll like stroke their jawline, they'll like bring their hands like from the base of their ears, the top of their jawline down to their chin, and they'll do like that motion. This is what this sister was doing. She was literally going up to you and she kept doing that, and you like knocked her hand off of you and were like, hey, stop touching my face. And you told the sister like in the dream, like, hey, you do this all the time and I'm asking you to stop because look. And when this Divine Feminine turned her head, there was like, she was having a breakout specifically in the area where this karmic sister kept touching, like along her jawline, you could see where her skin was like red, it was irritated, and it was breaking out because of literally that motion that the karmic sister kept doing. And so like Divine Feminine told her, stop doing that. I've told you repeatedly that stop touching my face. You know I don't like that. And Divine Feminine was like you're not fooling anybody. I know you're doing that on purpose. You know I don't like it. You know my skin is breaking out. You know it causes my redness and irritation. And I've asked you to stop. And Divine Feminine basically looks her sister in the eye and says, I know that you're doing this on purpose. You're doing like, I don't know like what your plan is or what your goal is, but like I know you're doing this on purpose. And the sister literally looks at her and starts laughing and was like, oh, calm down, it's not that big of a deal. And then she goes to do it again. This time Divine Feminine grabs her arm, she stops her, and she doesn't hit, like, y'all, Divine Feminine wanted to, I'm gonna like throw them bows. Divine Feminine, I might even name this like Ludacris throw them bows, we drop bows on them, right? Divine Feminine literally wanted to punch this sister in her face so bad, but she restrained herself. So Divine Feminine grabs the sister's arm, And she literally y'all, how do I explain this? She grabs her arm and literally like throws it to the side so hard that like the sister's body does like this kind of like half twist kind of thing. And the sister is just looking at her. And the sister in a sense kind of wants to fight Divine Feminine, but she doesn't, because she knows that Divine Feminine would, y'all, excuse my language, right? She knows Divine Feminine would whoop off in her ass, right? She knows that if her and Divine Feminine were to get in a physical fight, Divine Feminine would drag her ass. Excuse my language, right? So like, as bad as she wants to fight you, as bad as she's always wanted to fight you, she's never taken it that far because she knows better. And her pride is not going to be able to handle her having to tell people that her little sister whooped off in her ass, right? So she resists as bad as she wants to, right? She resists. But y'all get into this argument, and it's basically the point where like you basically let this sister know, I know what you're doing, right? So Divine Feminine basically, she starts going off. She's like, look, I know what you're doing. You've been doing things like this all of our lives. Like, I don't know what your problem is. I've never done anything to you. You've always been jealous of me. Why don't you just admit it? That's something that you need to work out with, amongst yourself. I've never done anything to you. And for whatever reason that you don't like me, you dislike me, that's something that you have to work out amongst yourself. You can't blame me, and you can't hold me accountable for your lack of self-esteem. That's not how this works. You cannot punish me because of how you feel. That's not how this works. You need to go do your inner work and do your inner healing, because you're not going to keep taking your insecurities out on me. And basically, Divine Feminine tells us, if you keep doing this, I'm getting like, we're going to take it outside, but we don't even have to go outside because we both live here, right? This is home, right? We can handle this in the privacy of our home. But basically, in so many words, Divine Feminine tells his sister that if you don't stop, we're going to have to take this shit outside, right? Y'all, the sister is so taken. I'm getting like, the sister has been doing this for so long because you don't speak up for yourself, because you've never this sibling has been getting away with doing this, how they've been doing it, because you've never been the type to speak up for yourself. So I'm getting something about like when you told this sister like enough was enough, that was all that needed to be said, right? That was all that needed to be said, because once you told this sister that if they do it again, that y'all were gonna have to handle this a different way, this person knew better. They knew, I'm hearing like they knew better, so they do better, right? This person knew better, and they did not try it. Like the dream ended there, right? So like, y'all, even though in the dream it ended there, and even though like if this is something that you experience in real life in 3D, you need to speak up, right? Like I don't know, like you decide, because I'm getting like there's a time and a place for everything. Because I'm getting, as soon as I say that, someone's gonna go off on their sister at the next family cookout. Like, no, you don't have to embarrass. Matter of fact, if you try to do it in front of family, if you try to do it in front of a crowd, this person is gonna flip the script on you, and it's not gonna have the outcome that you like, because this person is gonna turn. They're gonna be like, oh, what are you talking about? It's always been you. Now you're acting a fool. See, this person has always been like this. This is what I've been telling y'all. If you try to do it in front of a crowd, it's not gonna go how you expect. Right? So this is something that like has to be done in private. This is something that has to be done behind closed doors. But this is something where like the very next time this person does something, Spirit wants you to call them out on it. Spirit wants you to let them know, like, hey, you think that you've been so slick and so sly, and you just think that you're so you just think that you are like so crafty in how you do things, but like I've been peeping shit since day one. Right? Spirit wants you to let this person know, like, I'm getting like, y'all, excuse my language, I'm getting like, motherfucker, I've been on to you since day one. It's y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, if y'all knew my spiritual team, y'all wouldn't fault me for it, right? But like, that's the message that's coming through. Like, Spirit literally wants you to tell this person, like, motherfucker, I've been peeping shit since day one. Like, you're not as slick as you think you are, right? Like, I've been on to you. I just haven't said anything. But like, at this point, enough is enough. The next time this person tries to do something, the next time this person tries their little petty games where they think that they're thinking that like they're getting over on you, but they really have never known that you've known the whole time. Spirit wants you to call them out right then, right there, right? And that's really, y'all, for some of y'all, that's going to be enough to put an end to all of this. For others, take it with a grain of salt, because when you do that and you put this person on the spot, you're going to cause them to be embarrassed. Even though it's just going to be you and this person, you're going to cause them to be embarrassed. They're going to try to deny it, but there's going to be no denying it. Even if they try to deny, you're going to be like, look, save that for somebody else, because look at, like, this is me you're talking to. Like, I'm the one experiencing, I'm the one having to go through all of the shit that you've been doing. So please, like, miss me with the innocent act of, oh, I haven't really, it's not what you think it is. It's exactly what you think it is, right? But for some of y'all, when you call this person, take it with a grain of salt, right? Because when you call this person out, you're going to embarrass them. And especially if this sibling is into spirituality, they're going to try to take their spell work up a notch. But fret not, little one, right? Fret not, young one, because if they do, at that point, your spirit guides are going to jump. This is like, y'all, this is something to where your spirit guides have been watching all of this stuff happen since you guys were I'm getting like at the playground. And that's for some of y'all, this might have even started at a younger age. Maybe for some of y'all, this might have started elementary school, right? Because I'm literally getting from the playground. They've been watching this happen, but your spirit guides have not intervened. Your guardian angels, your ancestors, your the deities, right? For some of y'all, your demons. It really depends on what side, left path, right hand path, middle path, but for some of y'all, like, They have been watching all of this go down for years, but they have not intervened because they know that despite all of this, you still have love for this person. You still love this person. This is still your family member. And they know that you wouldn't want anything bad to happen to this person, right? But once you finally call this person out, right? Once you finally say enough is enough, then your spirit guides, your team, right? I'm gonna say your spiritual team, right? Your team. Once you finally put this person in their place and tell them to stop, that enough is enough, that's all that they need. They need you to tell this person enough is enough, and they need to stop, that you will not accept this going forward. And if you have a sibling that's into spirituality and they try to do more spell work on you, they try to kick it up a notch, your spiritual team now has the green light to take it into their hands, right? So if something happens to this person, you don't need to feel bad. You don't need to feel guilty. You don't need to feel like, oh, it's my fault. I should have done that. No, because this person brought it on themselves, right? This person brought it on themselves. So once you call this person out and you say enough is enough and you put this person in their place, if this person continues to try to attack you, specifically, if they try to attack you spiritually, your spiritual team is about to drop bows on them. Anyways, y'all, right? Anyways, that is the message for today. This one, thankfully, was not as long as the other one. I don't know which order I'm going to drop these in, but I do know I'm going to drop this one after the sibling rivalry one. So as always, y'all, if you've made it this far, thank you for listening. Bye.